Hey everyone's boy Loctite back at the beginning of another video. Now holidays are upon us, but you know it's always got some rumors and leaks coming around nowadays. So if Intel couldn't even get a chance to breathe with their current B580 stuff, they're back in hot water again. So today I'm going to talk about 3 or 4 things. Some are rumors, some are actually confirmed about something going on in the tech industry. And we know we're weeks away from CES, so a lot of good things are expected in CES. I'll briefly go for that as well, but let's start off with the Intel shenanigans. So just when they thought they'd get some part of their head over the water, they're back in hot water again, following their success of the B580, but now as a different side on the financial front, they are potentially being sued by one of their shareholders due to misguiding their certain department performance numbers, so to speak, like the sales, I guess the sales revenue and whatnot. And I'm not gonna say any names, but it's one of their bigger shareholders, and they're suing specifically the former CEO Pat Gelsinger and the new one called Zilsner that's supposed to be his fill-in since he left Intel. So that's gonna be interesting. Shareholders are really picky when it comes to putting their money and invest into the big corporations, and given people losing money for something they're putting their faith in, obviously you're going to be upset. So they're potentially getting sued. Nothing is fully through the door yet, but they're getting sued for over $200 million, specifically for Pat Gelsinger and the new standing CEO Zilsner. So Intel's not even 2025 yet, and right off the heels of their success on B580, they're back down, but this time is on the consumer front. It's on one of their shareholders that they're put in hot water for. Next up, I want to talk about some AMD stuff. We got some little rumors and some leaks. Supposedly, prior for everyone, months ago or weeks ago, it was said that next year in CES, AMD is going to announce their RDNA4 GPU, their new gen, next gen. And they're going to use, there was a lot of talk and buzz about using the 8000 naming scheme, like 8800 this, 8800 that. But apparently doesn't seem to be the case. And according to an article for video cards, they're now officially confirming that AMD is going to use the 9000 branding wording, jumping straight from 7,000 to 9,000, which is kind of typical because they kind of did that kind of like bunny hop over different, skipping like the middle number, like how they went from 3,000 series to 5,000 series for the CPUs. So it's not unheard of, but it's uncannily is named just like NVIDIA's GPUs with the X0X XT or Super or TI. So their top of the line is said to be rumored 9070 XT with supposed to be 16 gigs of RAM, and according to an article at overclockers.net, they're supposed to be either on par with this current 7900 XT with the 20 gig VRAM buffer, or slightly slower, but definitely more than the 7900 GRE, which we recently found out that they stopped making the 700 GRE GPUs. So I'm guessing this is what they put in place of it, but I'm really hoping it's either equal performance of the 700 XT with better raster or better ray tracing. And if anything is slower, I hope it's no longer than 10%, and I hope they price it aggressively. So far, the rumor has it that they're currently they're thinking of pretty much pricing the top of the line 9070 XT around $650, which is the current market value for the current 7900 XT. Not how much it was at launch, because it came way down since then, but they're supposedly marking it at $650. So that's pretty, if it gets 10% or equal performance of the 7900 XT, that's really good pricing. If it gets lower, it's even better. There's also more rumors and leaks saying that their lower end, I guess the 7600 XT, like the 1080p video cards, they're going to have ones just under or around $200. So maybe they do it, maybe they don't, just that's rumors. But if they do name it, like price it between 200 or less, then that's directly competing to Intel Arc B580, which was at $250, and that was an attractive price for the 12 gigs. But let's hope that all these manufacturers can stop doing 8 gig VRAM. It is unnecessary. Next up, we're talking about more AMD stuff. So the supposed 9070 XT, top of the line RDNA, I think it's 48, they're supposed to be releasing alongside of the FSR 4.0. So they're past the 3.1 now, the FSR, the upscaling technology that AMD just out NVIDIA DLSS. So they're planning rumors or leaks or whatever you want to call it to release the new FSR 4 alongside the next gen GPUs and CPUs. Speaking of next gen CPUs, everyone's eagerly anticipating the X3D 12 and 16 core. So that will be the 9900 X3D and the 9950 X3D. And if they do release that or the GPUs alongside FSR4, that'd be a good package deal. And it's rumored that they're going to release those kind of thing after announcement, probably close to the end of January, beginning of February. Not sure specifics because it's just a leak and a rumor. But the leaker that did this information for both the new naming scheme for the GPUs as well as FSR4 stuff, they have been leaked before in the past, and they've been pretty accurate for most of the time. So maybe the 9000 series sticks, so you'll have your rig with a 9000 CPU and a 9000 GPU. That's kind of cool, but we'll see. I have to see. I don't like to give any speculation. Next up, we got more AMD stuff. Now, they're said that their next gen X3Ds, the 9950 and the 9900 X3D, the 12 core and 16 cores I mentioned before, they're supposed to be keeping the same clock speeds. So like, usually the whole cycle is the X3D SKUs have either lower base or lower boost frequency. In this case, they're keeping all of the frequencies the same as the non-X3D parts. So they'll have the same boost frequency, base and boost for the 12 core 9900X non-X3D and the 9950X non-X3D. Next up, we have a little bit more rumors of CES. Everyone's looking forward to it because it's going to be all the big names going to be announcing it. But the X870 CPUs, the lower end part of the 870 chipset, so the B870s, or in their case B850, I don't know what it is, they said B870. But anyway, the more mainstream cut down versions of the X870s that released earlier this year are going to be announced as well. I'm not sure if all the AAB partners are going to be announcing their models or their lineup, but it said that one of the things I'm going to be looking forward to everyone is the B850 SKUs for the AMD lower mainstream chipsets, alongside the FSR4 that I mentioned before, the GPUs, the Radeon4, RDNA4, and also the X3D CPUs. So if everything like they said comes to fruition and they announce it all at CES, it's good looking that the first half of the year is going to be packed full of tech to look forward to, both CPUs and the GPUs market. So that'll be kind of looking forward to seeing what they have. I'm hoping, because the Radeon division of AMD needs a win. They've been stagnant for a lot of years, and they need this secret sauce. Hoping they don't fumble the bag and they actually produce a quality product that's good all around for price and performance. Last thing I want to talk about is the new Samsung 8TB portable SSD. Yes, Samsung has finally broke past the 4TB barrier of portable SSDs. Now it's supposedly going on sale for the lowest it's ever been at $400. But $400 for 8TB is still a lot of money, but 8TB is massive. For you people that like to spend all that money, y'all can go ahead. I don't need 8TB. With that being said, this is your boy Lock Tech. Let me know down below in the comments if you are looking for the CES, looking for the next gen technology. Let me know. This is your boy Lock Tech, signing out.